What is up, everyone? Zerk here. Welcome back. Today will be a different video. A nice little different video. So, some of you guys may or may not know, I'm a huge RSL fan. I am a season ticket holder. This season has gotten me so depressed that I had to grow a lump on my butt. No, just kidding. This season was absolutely horrific. Now, we're going to go over the season and summarize, what good things are, what bad things are. And of course, think of what next season might bring to us. So let's get into the good and bad. So bad. We made playoffs, but we get eliminated first thing. We managed to get the last spot of the playoffs position, and we played in that little playing game against Portland Timbers, which we absolutely got screwed over on. I don't know how or why. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And then voila, we're off. But a couple bad things I really want to go over is that the strikers, we lacked so many goals. Like, here's the thing. It's consistent every year. We make these opportunities, but we never capitalize on them. During that Portland match, Portland gave away so many balls that we couldn't capitalize on one of them. A lot of giveaways. And of course, this whole season was just about we set up the ball, we set up set pieces nicely, but we never have anyone to put in the ball in the back of the net. No matter how many strikers we sign a total of fucking, I don't even know, 4 or 5 strikers. We got Agata, we got Ajago, we got Piol, we got Ruan Cruz, we got Olatunji. Now, for those of you wondering, what about Johnny Russell? I think he's more of a winger than a striker, but we got 5 strikers who, all of them combined, only scored like maybe 4 goals. Diego Luna was literally the statue for us, the savior for us. He scored, I think, a total of maybe 7 or 8 goals. He was our highest goal scorer, and he's a freaking midfielder or a winger or whatever position. He's not a striker. He likes to play that 10 position. But it's ridiculous how we have to rely on Diego Luna, and our strikers not even doing their job. I mean, Victor Olatunji kind of makes the majority of the clump of goals of all the strikers combined. Like, that's horrible. I mean, good for him because he's having a good start with RSL, but bad for the other strikers, who are wanting to have that starting position. At this point, I feel comfortable with Olatunji being the starting striker. And a couple other bad things is that we never found true replacements to the players we lost over the winter before the season. We lost Chicho, we lost Julio, we lost Crooks, but we never found actual replacements of their level. We just accumulated just a bunch of strikers who just didn't even score, or just like the other rosters need to free up space, or the club needs to free up space, and they could just basically give away a player without even, having to prove that player is really good. We have not found proper replacements to Crooks, Chicho, and Anderson Julio. No proper replacements. And that's what made us successful. Chicho, Julio, and Crooks, they worked really good together. But now, we're out. Nothing we can do. And by the way, the FO increased our season ticket prices. So expect to pay more for a product that's not even worth it. Now, could they shut me up next season? Of course. Nothing's impossible. Could they be a lot worse next season? Possible. But hey, I'm not complaining. I want to see the product, and if the product is not as what we paid for season tickets, then okay, that's the season. And I'm not sending my money to RSL just for murals and paintings and art or something. Like, why? Like, it's already bland as it is. The atmosphere is bland as it is whenever we go to home games, because we're at that point during the season, we know we're gonna lose. We just go there just for the fun of it, for the memes. Now, there are some good things, but not enough to basically say, yeah, this season was pretty tough, but no, this season was an absolute fail. absolute dump tank. Now, only good thing is Diego Luna. Only bad thing is Diego Luna. Diego Luna being gone for international duty, who the hell we're going to rely on? Even the analysts are just like, who's going to be Luna's backup? Like, who's going to be Luna when Luna's gone for international duty? I guess Diogo Gonzalez could be as close to that, but he has not shown anything. Oh, by the way, he needs to go. He needs to go from RSL. He's done. He had nearly a year and a half to prove that he's that DP worthy midfielder. He has not shown crap. So, bye-bye. Now, it does free up a DP spot. Now, in the winter, I wouldn't say difficult. It's not really ideal in the winter to sign DP players. We have to usually wait for the summer where a lot of free agencies are there. But, yeah, it's just insane how this season went. Though, we did go under a new ownership. So, fuck Ryan Smith, because he's got distracted by the Utah Jazz and the Mammoth, which, by the way, they're having a good season. Well, Mammoth so far is having a good season, which is great. I would like to go to a Mammoth game. He just, in my opinion, he basically used RSL's extra buck in his wallet. Like, he didn't give a crap. He's shown up to a couple games here and there, but still. Now, the Miller Entertainment Group has bought RSL, along with the Royals and the Monarchs. We're going to give those guys a shot. Meaning that they're going to have to show that they're able to sign really good players. And, of course, use the money accordingly, in which they did in the summer transfer window this previous summer. We got 2 strikers, which is great. We did a couple loan out to MLS. We lost Dominic Marchuk to Cincinnati, who's currently on loan. But we got Victor Olatunji from Sparta Prague and Ruan Cruz from Botafogo, which, fun fact, is the exact team that Savarino joined as soon as he departed from RSL a couple years ago. So I don't know if Savarino gave Ruan Cruz a good word, like, hey, this team's pretty good. I have no idea. But Olatunji proved more than Cruz. And I think the reason why Olatunji did is that he has a lot more experience than Cruz. Olatunji has a lot of Champions League experience, and Cruz, I don't know what was the situation with Botafogo, really. I need to read into that, but Olatunji definitely did score a couple goals, but, obviously it's not enough within that, little gap where, we're able to, qualify for playoffs smoothly. But addition to playoffs, we have to rely on other teams. I hate it. I hate that we have to rely on other teams for qualifying for playoffs, depending on the results. And, of course, in the 2024 season, we were in top 4. We were at one point, we were in first place. Now we were literally bottom of the playoffs. And we qualified for that last 9th place spot, which we did not qualify for. I mean, I don't know. People were debating if the play-in match is considered playoffs, but for me, I just think so for the heck of it. MLS does label it as a playoff, so I have no idea. But we had the play-in match at Portland, which we got absolutely screwed on. That's it. Now, I know there's a lot of negatives and positives here, because there is a lot of negatives and positives. Listening to a lot of the RSL podcasts, similar things were said, and they're giving this new ownership a shot, really. They've shown in the summer that they're able to buy some players. It's just, we have to release some players during the winter. We're probably not going to see Luna until after the World Cup. So, because I'm pretty sure he's going to make the roster for the World Cup. I'll be surprised if he didn't. But anyways, 3 words to sum it up. Luna, Luna, and Luna. That's it. Other than that, that's my little bit of a summary of the RSL season. Absolutely horrible. Glad it's over. We don't have to suffer in a cold for playoff matches, but really wish things would have been better. Other than that, this is your boy Zerk, and peace out, guys.